show for you a lot of my favorite comics, and you're going to be yours too. The first act, your first act, very hilarious guy. Please give a huge round of applause for Dylan Gunn, everybody!
Holy shit. Okay, that one still not working.
Sorry guys, this is awkward as shit. How are you tonight? We're regretting the $10 you spent on this show. Good? I went to Yuck Yucks, it was pretty funny. Nothing worked. Nothing worked. That's great. My name's Dylan. Something about me. I'm 28. Thank you. No one ever claps for me. It's not real. You made it, buddy. You're almost 30. No one cares. But I'm 28. I wish I would just turn 30 already. I know it sounds weird, but my friends are all going through this weird phase where they either act way older or way younger than they are. You know? I'll give you an example. My buddy called me up the other week. He was like, "Hey man, we're gonna get wasted tonight." 2007 wasted. So don't make any fucking plans tomorrow, because we're both going to jail. And I was like, yeah, we can't do this anymore, man. We're both balding. You know what I mean? Like, you ever see a guy with hair cutting loose when he's drunk? I'm always like, oh, wild youth. I remember that. You know what I mean? See a balding guy cutting loose, I'm like, that guy's not dealing well with his divorce. Calling that mailbox barber for a solid 10 minutes. That's not good. I gotta do some stuff before I turn 30. Like, by this age, my grandfather had already fought in World War II and 2 kids. Right? That's insane. Every single time he tells me a story, ends with him drinking a large thing of scotch, puts it down, looks off in the distance, like, and I never saw that man again. Like, you're the coolest guy I'll ever meet in my life. How can I compete with that at this age? Just corner my grandkids? Like, let me tell you about all the crazy email accounts I used to have. Lubega247 at hotmail.ca. That was a real one. That was real. I really thought there'd be a Mambo number 6, but... Okay, no one laughed at that, alright. That was a clear no on the Lubega jokes. Don't worry guys, I got Sugar Ray jokes too. I'm pretty fly over here. Switching gears. I got bullied when I was a kid. That was alright. It wasn't like now I could just go home and it was over. There was no one still bullying me when I tried to watch TV, right? But when I was a kid, they didn't really take bullying that seriously. They just had these weird tips they tried to give us. Like, here's a couple of my favorites. If someone's bullying you, tell them to stop. That was the best tip. Because the other one was, if that didn't work, just walk away, right? Yeah, because apparently these guys had never heard of being punched in the back before. That's not how a confrontation works. If I go outside and someone's like, give me all your money, you can't be like, oh no. Oh no, he's still there. I was prime suspect for being bullied though. I was a regular Picture Retake Day. Anybody else ever dealt with that? Picture Retake Day was amazing because he was your parents admitting like, yeah, you look a little weird. You look a little weird. Not ugly, not saying ugly. You just, let's try again. Let's try again. Because I instinctively, when someone would take my picture, would always go like this. It was like, Austin Powers wasn't popular yet. I just wanted to point to my teeth for some reason. Every single B-roll of me is like, bam, they're right there. Fuck you, you know? Picture Retake Day was amazing because it was me and the same 4 dudes every year. And then there'd be one, like, popular girl that got sick who is now in the dungeon with the gremlins. It was amazing. The only time in this girl's life, I'll never forget it, her name was Heather, and me and my buddies were talking about Planet of the Apes, and she tried to join in, and she uttered the phrase, "Who's Dr. Zaius?" And then my friend Adam was like, "You don't know who Dr. Zaius is? You're a dumb bitch." And, what? She was just trying to be polite, and he came down on her with the weight of just 10 years of being shit on for watching Planet of the Apes. Also, I remember this specifically, this was in grade 5, usually we'd have the same photographer for Picture Day and Picture Retake Day, but one year, the photographer just gave up halfway through, and he got the janitor to do it. The janitor was amazing though, because the photographer would be like, say cheese, or like envision the sunset or something. But here's what the janitor did. The janitor went, all right, I'm taking your picture now. And then he would just click it and walk outside for a cigarette every single time. It was amazing. I don't know, good memories for me. One thing I started doing again recently is watching Cops. Does anyone here watch Cops?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you watch the new Cops? No, no one watches new Cops, guys. I'm here to break something to you. Cops got fucking amazing, guys. Cops is fantastic. Because remember old Cops? Like when I was a kid, it'd always be like, or what's that, your blouse? And she'd be like, it's a pencil. We're like, that's 18 pounds of marijuana, ma'am. Like, do you think that's one pencil? Man, that's my dad's. You know. That was old Cops, and then she'd be like, she'd run, and then some guy would try and hold his belt. Well, like, I just didn't plan on running today. But here was New Cops. This is my favorite thing that happened on New Cops. Halfway through a domestic dispute, right? Usually the end of Old Cops. No, this was just halfway through the show. Right? Walks in, a guy throws a right hook at a girl. She slips it, uppercut, knocked out. Not over yet. A cop goes, well, I guess we got ourselves a case of street justice. Fist pound commercial. That's New Cop. I watched an hour and a half of people trying to stop on rollerblades and then falling through Starbucks windows. I did that one day. Not as good as New Cops, guys. I saw an all elbows knockout. It's amazing. Okay, this stopped being a joke and started being stuff that rules about cops, but I'm okay with that. Because they're just embracing the Spike TV-ness of it, you know what I mean? It's amazing. I think next week they'll probably have a guy who gets arrested because he doesn't have fucking flames on his truck or whatever. Not enough flames on that truck, bud. I find you guilty of being a fucking puss, you know? You're arrested. Judge Kid Rock will decide the verdict. That was a lot funnier than you guys thought it was, but I should have known from the Lou Bega joke. I'm gonna stick to it. You guys like chameleonaire jokes? Because we can ride dirty up here. This is all... Oh, the loser. Alright, Oh, that's nice though. That's good. I just did 10 jokes about getting bullied in picture retake day. But you're not a loser. He's got a weird face, buddy. A weird and punchable face. Something I did when I was a kid, I still do, is I played video games too much. Actually, happened to me today. I played so many games that I came out of my house and thought the rules of the game still apply to me for some reason. I was like, I don't have enough money for the bus, I better just kill this hooker. You know? Yeah, I hope everyone who, while after that joke, has played Grand Theft Auto, otherwise. Kill a hooker to get on the bus. I know what you're talking about. Gotcha. $50? You're giving out prices too. Good for you. You're on it. $50 for a hooker. Now I'm up on the prices. All right. This guy's the eBay of prostitutes, guys. Just listen up. If you like hookers, you might also like 2 hookers. I don't know. There's all this stuff now they have in games they didn't have when I was a kid. I'm happy they didn't have. Like they have all these stats now. When you press pause, they have this one stat: time played. I don't need to know that information. That's the same reason I don't read my bank statements or weigh myself. I don't want to ruin my day with that kind of stuff. I've never read one of my bank statements, but I assume it's just like the story of how I got drunk. Ooh, well I took out $20 5 times. And then I got a cab to McDonald's. Awesome. I actually had to stop drinking recently for a bit because my girlfriend woke me up and she woke me up with the dulcet sounds of who the fuck were you calling last night? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And she was like, we were trying to call a cab for 40 fucking minutes. Who the fuck were you calling? I looked at my phone. I had 42 dial calls to Pizza, guys. And we went to get pizza. She was like, I want a cab. I was like, I am your knight in shining armor. 967-1111. You guys got cabs? No, we're Pizza. I'll try that about 41 more times, please. I really want the last call when they finally got it through to me in my blackout brain. Like, you guys got cabs? For the 40th fucking time. We're Pizza. You could bring a pizza cab, that'd be delicious. Just like... Alright, thanks very much for your time, guys. Good luck.